Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thanks for tuning in. Today I wanted to cover the Lego display cases, which you see two of them here in front of you, and also wanted to start going over my Lego minifigure collection. I own 21 complete Lego minifigure series, which totals 330 total minifigures altogether, just out of my series that they've released. Today I will be going over the Simpsons Series 1, which is right here, and then also covering Simpsons Series 2. It will be multiple videos to cover all of the Lego minifigures that I own in the complete series, so they will not be all done today. Okay, so here we have the large minifigure display case, or the Lego Minifigure Display Case 16, which has 8 studs across the top, holds 16 minifigures, as you can see. And they do sell a smaller case, which holds 8 minifigures and has 4 studs across the top, so it's basically just half. That's math for you. And these cases, you can mount them. There are holes in the back, as you can see, right there. And then right there, where you can mount them to the walls. They have double opening doors, which are pretty sturdy, as you can tell, that allow you to put in the minifigures and then secure them in place. And these cases are also stackable. So as I said, these cases are stackable, and here I have 4 of them stacked on top of each other. As you can tell, they just lock into the studs and can easily sit on top of one another. I have 8 of these Lego display cases holding 8 different minifigure series. I bought these because they were Lego products and I wanted to keep everything Lego in the same brand. But at some point I quit buying them because the series started having accessories that were too big to actually fit in the cases, such as that dolphin or dogs, and there'd be no way to fit inside the case. Or the minifigures themselves were coming with accessories that made them too big to fit inside the case. So here they are, just stacked up directly on top of each other. You can stack them 4 high, 3 high, however much you're comfortable doing that. These cases currently sell for $35 on Lego and on Amazon. And they come in red, black, blue, and gray. I own red and black ones. As you know from previous videos, and as I just said, I quit using these cases and then started buying the AEL S3 display cases. They're cheaper at 15 bucks, can hold all the figures no matter what accessories or animals or how big they are. And I just, despite not being Lego, ended up liking those better. But I do have 8 of these, as I said, in my Lego collection. And as you saw in an earlier video, these just sit underneath my modular shelf. I don't have them fully displayed out anywhere in the room. Hello everyone. The first minifigure series I want to go over with y'all today is the Simpsons Series 1. This is the first minifigure series I ever collected. It was released in 2014, and I was living in Colorado at the time. And I can remember going to the Walmart, feeling through the bags, because they're in blind bags, trying to make sure I got separate figures. And from that initial purchase, I got 4 figures, and they were all different figures at the time, so I lucked out with that initial purchase. So with this series, like said, they come in mystery bags. Part of that way of finding different figures was feeling through the bags, but then I discovered another means of finding out which figures were in the bags, and that was the use of the bump codes on the back. So someone smarter than me figured out, I just saw it online, that these mystery bags, it's not, this is a Series 16 mystery bag. I just have it for demonstration purposes. But these mystery bags have bump codes on the bottom of them. And let's see if you can see it. Here's one. Right there, that little bump. It's not a bump code anymore, but with the Simpsons series, there were these little bumps on the back of the bag. And it would identify which figure was in the bag. So, for example, if you saw maybe 2 bumps and then a third bump out here, that means it was Mr. Burns. Or if there was 3 across and then 2 on the bottom, it could have been Krusty the Clown. So there was a website online that had all the bump codes for these specific minifigures at the time. And that was a great tool to help me figure out which ones were in the bag. So in this first series, you obviously have the core Simpsons family: Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, Maggie, and then Grandpa, or Abe Simpson, Flanders, and Mr. Burns. Those are the characters I have on the top here. Great detail with Flanders is here his little accessories. You'll see he has a toolbox that says Property of Ned Flanders, because Homer's always taking his things, and a coffee cup that says I love Southpaws, because he is left-handed, and he opened up a store in the mall called the Leftorium. So that's a nice little detail with his figure. In addition, you also have Mr. Burns, who owner of the nuclear power plant, who comes with the 3-headed fish and the nuclear glow rod. So those are nice little details with the sets. You'll see Homer, he actually comes with a donut and a remote because, well, he loves donuts and he loves watching TV. So those are great details with this top row of figures. Moving on to the bottom row here, the last 8 minifigures to cover, you have Milhouse, Nelson, Ralph Wiggum, who's Police Chief Wiggum's son, Apu, Krusty, and then Itchy and Scratchy. I forgot which one's Itchy and which one's Scratchy, but they come with their axe and club. So Apu comes with a little squishy from the Quickie Mart that he owns, and Ralph Wiggum has this, has a little Valentine there that he comes with that says, I choose you. Which I guess, if I remember, was a Valentine that he got Lisa at one point. So that's it for Lego Simpsons Series 1. I'll be going and moving on to Series 2 here next. So I'm going to go ahead and continue here with Lego Simpsons Series 2. This set came out in 2015, and once again I used the bump codes to make sure I got no repeats on any of these purchases. So once again we have the core Simpson family here: Homer, Marge, they're dressed in their Sunday's best, or their dress-up clothing. You have Bart as Bartman, Lisa with the cat Snowball, if I remember was the name, Baby Maggie with Santa's Little Helper, and this time you have the 2 Bouvier sisters, or Marge's sister, Patty and Selma. And then there is Milhouse as Fallout Boy, and a nice little accessory that he comes with is the Buzz Cola can, which is a recurring brand within the Simpsons universe. So continuing along, we have Martin Prince Bart's classmate, or Lisa's, I forgot which, but one of the classmates, his accessory that he comes with is a book that says Coping with High IQ, which this is a weird accessory because it doesn't necessarily fit in his hand, and there's nowhere to actually snap it down to the studs. Next, you have Dr. Hibbert um, with an X-ray of Homer's skull, which actually shows the crayon lodged in Homer's skull, which was a storyline. I forgot specifically which one, but I believe he gets it removed and he actually becomes smart. Professor Frink, one of my favorite characters, I believe based on Jerry Lewis's Nutty Professor and voiced by Hank Azaria. Bart's teacher, Mrs. Krabappel. Mr. Burns' assistant, Waylon Smithers, who has a Malibu Stacy toy or doll set because he is a collector of those. Groundskeeper Willie, one of the great characters on the show. I believe that's Hans Moleman, which I think is kind of weird that he's in this series, but Principal Skinner was not in Series 1 or Series 2, which is this one, but they have Hans Moleman. And then you have Comic Book Guy. As you can see, he's got his stomach out, his weird beard, and a comic, and a squishy Slurpee, or excuse me, a squishy drink, which Apu also had in Series 1 from the Quickie Mart. So that's it for Simpsons Series 2. I used the bump codes to get them all, and this was the second Lego minifigure series that I collected. Thanks for listening to this. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and see you next time.